All three devices are recording. We're set up. Welcome to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. I talk to spirits here at my house using sources of white noise. I then filter out the sounds of the white noise using an artificial intelligence, and that leaves behind the responses I get from the spirits. I'm going to the sink with a bunch of questions, and I'm going to attempt to talk to Betty White, one of my all-time favorites. Everything is set up. Mic should be working. Over here by the fire, the dog's found himself a new spot that he likes to lay. I don't blame him. It's minus 26 degrees Celsius this morning. All right. And I think today I'll switch it up and use the Tibetan bowl. Yeah, so no kettle fountain, just the Tibetan bowl. Here we go. Hey, that's really weird. What are they talking about? I wrote big books. Like, I have up here. They're not all this big. So this is the first book I wrote when I was about 18. It's 450 pages, so that's a fair size. But what do they mean they have them? First of all, nobody has them. I've sold 3 copies to family over the last 20 years. But that's weird. Why would they have them? Somebody that's following me, like, I don't know. It's weird. But since they brought it up, I'm not one for promoting my own stuff on this channel, okay? You can find all of these. If you do want to donate somehow other than the normal method I have, if you buy a Kindle version of this, I think I have them listed all for $2.99 a piece. And they're full novels. Excellent. Even Gary wrote a couple of them with me. I think there's 6 or 7 I have online. Anyways, if you spend the $3 or whatever, I get a couple bucks per Kindle edition that you buy. So it's another way to support the channel. They brought it up, not me. Oh, shoot. Phone wasn't recording the whole time. I just turned the water on here. It's weird. Okay, I hear it running over there. Well, I had done a whole intro, but I guess it didn't record it, so okay, so I have a whole couple pages of questions for Betty, and I've contacted my spirit team and let them know who I want to speak with. But before we get into that, I'll say, good morning, spirits. Good morning, team. I wanted to ask, just before we begin, Stephen Hawking, is Mr. Tesla working with the team now? And have you guys made any headway on this, making this communication clearer? I'm going to set my phone over here. Okay. All right, guys. I won't know your answer till I check the footage on that. But I'm going to jump into these questions. So, team, if you can say the name of the person I wanted to contact this morning. And hopefully Betty White can come through. When I contacted, in my head, did my opening prayer that I always do, my prayer of protection, I talked to my team, I talked to Mother Mary, Jesus. It's a very simple little thing I do, and I let them know who I want to speak to. But I really felt connected, joyful, happy, and I felt the light this morning. Why is that? I'm hoping Betty can come through. Hello, Betty. I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm just one of millions, I know, but I wanted to say good morning to you. So, Betty, you just passed away a few weeks ago here on Earth. What did it feel like when you crossed over? The water's changed. I don't know. I guess the pump kicked on, but it just sounds different, feels different. I don't know if I should leave it. Did the spirits do that? Maybe they're making it better. I'm going to leave it. So even a short response like that tells us a lot. Now, we've seen this in the past where they're working on technical aspects of it, they're fine-tuning stuff, but this is an exact, direct example. What happened was the pump kicked on in the house here, which changes the pressure, which is coming through the tap, right? I noticed it. But I've also heard the spirits change it, so I wasn't quite sure, what's going on with the water pressure. All I knew was that it changed at the sink. Again, there's a connection between me and these spirits that has nothing to do with the technology or standing at the tap. It's like, again, you're following your gut feeling, your instinct. You can communicate with these spirits. What you're feeling from them is a communication. And so I'm like, I don't want to touch this in case they're working on it, is what I said when I'm standing at the sink. Sure enough, the response is, hey, they're making it better through the signal. 1 second. That's pretty amazing. Betty, did you go to heaven? I don't to be presumptuous, but I'm pretty sure if they were weeping when Robin Williams showed up, I'm pretty sure they were singing when you showed up. Who greeted you when you crossed over? Yeah, that's just amazing and awesome. So, anyone my age or older that's watching this, which is the majority of you, is going to know exactly who Mr. Hope is. I mean, we don't even have to get his first name to know who it's Bob Hope, and it makes perfect sense, but it's not the answer I was expecting, which makes it that much more great. Did God greet you and speak to you when you arrived in heaven? Did he present you, your husband, Alan, to you? Today just happens to be mine and my wife's 27th anniversary. What do you think of that? Do you think I got another 27 in me? Maybe does she have another 27 in her? So yes, indeed, after 27 years of marriage, I'd say we're both still pretty happy. You got to work at it, or you're obviously not going to stay together for 27 years. I think our next goal will be 30. We'll just take little baby steps till we get there. So join us next time when Betty tells us the secret to growing old and living a long and happy life. And she also has a message for humanity, as well as many other numerous awesome responses from her and the team. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in part 2.